Evaluation question 3. Within this question, I'll be explaining the audience feedback given to us throughout the production and how we used it to our full advantage. And the first thing in which I've done was create a questionnaire. This questionnaire would help me understand preferred genres of music and their feeling on music videos as a whole. This would ultimately help us to decide what type of artist we would create and what type of music video to deliver. In the first question, I found that there were two favoured classes of music, which were pop and indie. So we at that point needed to limit which type of music video we might want to push ahead with and select for our final music video. The second question would allow me to understand whether or not music videos are still popular today, and the majority of people said that they only sometimes watch music videos, meaning that we would have to create a successful video if we wanted for people to watch our product. Result 3 was based upon the music video itself, and the larger part of individuals said that they favoured a primarily narrative-based music video. This then settled us on our choice of genre for the music video, and we went with the indie genre, seeing that the majority of these videos portray a certain narrative or a story, whereas a pop music video is more known for its performance base. However, the amount of people who enjoyed the performance of a music video was also considerably higher. Therefore, we would combine both performance and narrative aspects to make sure that we would appeal to both groups of people. The fourth question was always going to vary. However, it was the why bit I wanted to get a feel for, and many of the answers coincide with the previous question, that of being the story told or the visuals on display. We as a group did some further research and found that YouTube is the greatest site for individuals to watch music videos other than the TV. So we at that point chose to make a YouTube channel where we would transfer giraffes, focus groups, production diaries, blogs and our final product as well, and we chose not to include our ancillary products for they were text based and not video based, therefore not fitting the purpose of the website. We also looked into a range of social media sites and found that Twitter is the most well-known online networking website that individuals use to discover many music videos. So, we at that point made a Twitter page, and other web-based social networking pages came alongside this, such as Instagram. The final question was an overall as to why people watch music videos, and there were many different outcomes, such as the recommendation all the way to interest. This question would help us to have an advantage over other music videos. So, throughout the course we conducted several focus groups. We completed a focus group following these phases of the planning and research, which we questioned 3 of our classmates about music videos they enjoy and how music videos emerged to them and stood out from an obvious endless selection. It was clarified to us by one of the 3 that they enjoyed a rather more normal music video, where they looked homemade, probably with the use of a handheld camera. We acknowledged this, thus did some handheld camera shots and angles rather than using a mobilised tripod for the whole video. Also, by adding this natural element, the music video would become more personal to the artist and ultimately connecting the artist and the audience through the first-person shots and free-flowing camera movement, etc., etc. We then had some location feedback. Billy talked about her favourite music video, Places, where it demonstrated bunches of various areas, which we believe is a smart thought. Nonetheless, we feel this would be troublesome and take a toll in our goal, and furthermore may not fit with our concept of an indie song that demonstrates a strong focal narrative. In any case, we chose we would film in London and go to various diverse areas within the city and include the iconography of this major city to appeal to our target audience to an even further extent and hopefully branch out beyond just our target audience. It was also important that we had some feedback for the ideas that we had from the artist. This is why we interviewed fellow peers, asking them questions. The results that I received were positive and went accordingly, therefore I am happy with the feedback we received. Some examples of the questions were as follows. Which artist name do you prefer? Of which we included the name Jacob Tabar amongst many others, and we finally went with Jacob Tabar, seeing that this was the most popular. And then the person being interviewed would give us a feedback as to why they liked the name. A lot of the time it was more because Jacob's part was more unique than the others on display, such as Jack or Ryan. We also asked, what would you prefer the artist to wear, especially considering the genre of music video we are doing. And we had three options, a suit, a hoodie, or jeans and a jacket. And suit was disregarded, seeing that the connotation of wealth was not what we were trying to implement, and the audience felt this as well. And they also felt as in a hoodie would also portray a different story. Therefore, jeans and jacket was the final option that we went for. We also asked hat or no hat, what type of hat and why wear a hat. So people said yes to wear a hat, and the type of hat should be a beanie, and many people said that this was because it creates an edgy indie effect. We asked these questions to ensure that we had the audience on board with the ideas in which we were thinking about for the artist. We think this was a very important process, as the audience are the people who will be viewing the product being made. And if it doesn't interest if the pre-production doesn't interest them, they won't be engaged and excited for our final product. After these interviews, we could progress onto the shooting of the video, seeing that we were now confident in the image we were going to aim and portray, showing how influential the audience feedback was for us. When it came to the feedback of our ancillary products, we received a range of audience feedback. Mia said that the colour scheme showed clear synergy between all three products. This means that it was successful when it came to that aspect, and that we had successfully implemented synergy in all of the products, therefore creating this idea of a successful brand. However, Max disliked some of the digipack images, for they didn't suit the music video, and thus he suggested that we added more clips from the video into our digipack. So therefore, we added in the top right and the top left pictures of the final and opening scenes in our music video. This demonstrates how audience feedback was influential when it came to creating our ancillary products. Overall, to answer this evaluation question, audience feedback was essential and influential for us throughout the whole production. It made us realise maybe where we could improve, and it also helped us to understand where we were going right. For instance, in the video we were getting compliments about the beginning, and maybe the ending should be altered, and this would just help us to understand this and do this for us. If we did not receive such audience feedback, we may not have been able to create such a product that we did, and therefore it would have been unsuccessful.